1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. I think we got sound now. Anybody give me a heads up here if we got sound? Do we have sound? There we go. I think we're good. Do we have output? There we go. I think we're good. Thank you. Hey guys. All right. Okay, I apologize for that. I'm not usually here. This stream was thrown together. I know everybody's interested in what's going on here, and I know everybody has their own opinion about it, you know, and I purposefully use these specific examples, and I think anybody that has a voice on the internet or on the platform, first of all, I'm not getting on here to rip on anybody. I'm not going to claim that I'm Mother Teresa. I'm not going to throw Ken Heron under the bus, because that's not going to help anything. And I don't claim to be on the high horse when it comes to, doing things. I try to do everything as best I can. I mean, in trying to stay within the boundaries of, I appreciate you guys popping in on a short notice. So I appreciate you guys coming in and maybe hearing me out. So now I watched the video. I think if you don't watch the video, then you need to understand what's happening. And I whatever. I don't care if he gets views. I really don't. He can have all the views he wants. I don't. That's once again. That's. And I also watched Ken Dono's video. And he puts out this PR, like he's a spokesman for the entire community. I know he's saying it for himself, and I totally understand where he's coming from. That's why I put him that's why he's on the thumbnail. I'm not trying to grab unnecessary fame or an unnecessary attention. That's really what I mean from using those things. But you're a public person and you put things out on video, dude, your picture's going to get used. So you might as well get used to it. Same thing with mine. So, and yes, I did have fun with these shots because, guys, if you're not having fun, and if I'm going to waste my time sitting in this chair today talking about this stuff, I am going to freaking use your picture. So get over it. So Ken Heron, Ken Dono, I don't give a crap, okay? Sue me, which you're not going to do. I got a very good lawyer, just so you know. I got a really good lawyer. Super good. He's freaking amazing, just so you know. But anyway, I'm trying to bring some clarity, and I'm trying to bring some middle ground here. So, first of all, you guys are on the chat. I'm actually watching the chat. Okay, I'm watching the chat. I want to see, what do you guys think of this? Okay, one, do you think this is a absolute disaster? Do you think Ken Heron's video is going to create such an outcrying of anger that it's going to change the hobby forever? Okay, if you think this video is going to do that, let me know. Put that down, because I've seen a hell of a lot worse videos. I've seen a hell of a lot. Now, that being said, I do not agree with what with the content and how it was done. I think it was freaking childish, and I have to deal with this kind of crap all the time. Doing what I do, okay? My job is dealing with bullshit just like this. I'm just going to say it. I am a professional standing between bullshit guy. So, but I like to fly drones. And right now, it is now 4:30 where I live. And my goal today was not to go on this stream and make this video, okay, to do this stream. It was not to get on here. Like I said, it was not to get on and do this. And what I wanted to do after work today was I wanted to go to a field. I've got a truck full of drones right now. I got 4 drones in my truck right now. I've got 3 FPV drones, including the Avata, in my truck right now. I've got all of those, and my intention was to fly one. But instead, I see this crap going on. And of course, I mean, I'm not going to just let this go by because this affects me too. All right. It affects everybody. And here's a couple of reasons that I'm pissed. I'm not pissed at one person. I'm pissed that I got to deal with this. I'm not pissed at, I think you can react the way you want to react. I think Ken Dono's reaction is well justified. So I understand. He makes a living doing this. He has to deal, and it's not just that. What he has to deal with are the freaking idiots that come up to him all the time. And I do the same thing. I get the same thing. I will go fly, and one of the things that takes the fun and joy out of what I do. I can't imagine what it's like being a real estate guy today. By the way, Ken, in Utah, we are going to now be asked to pay another freaking fee on top of the ones the federal government is asking us to pay to fly our drones commercially. So, welcome to freaking to America, and the fees of Florida is going to be, everybody's going to jump on the fee bandwagon. Anyways, okay, good. Hey, Fly Zone, you're getting to the point. I think you are. Okay. It was creepy, and that, to me, that was the word that I was thinking. I don't care. I mean, I'm a drone pilot. I don't really care. I'm not afraid of what if Ken would have been flying his drone around me and would have been creeping around me, I would care less. Okay. All right. And I think Ken's funny. I'm just going to let you know right here. I don't think that was funny, but I think Ken's funny. I think he's got a good wit to him. I think he's a pompous ass about a lot of things. I think he thinks he's untouchable sometimes. I don't think he cares. I think he doesn't give a living flying shit about things. I think he does things impulsively. I mean, but that's his personality. So that being said, okay. And guys, I'm no freaking angel. I mean, I act like an idiot at times. There, we're just gonna leave it there. But those characteristics of what he does and those things that he does on his videos makes him entertaining and makes him interesting. So now, was this entertaining and interesting? No, I think it was a lack of creativity, to be quite honest. Going and harassing people with your Avata. Guys, you just fly a freaking Avata in any park in America and you're harassing people, even if you're not flying around them. Okay? It is an annoying, loud drone. It's annoying. I'm actually working my ass off to find drones that are quiet and ones that I can fly in a park where nobody's going to freaking be bothered by me. He wasn't flying in a park, by the way. He was flying in public spaces. Okay, he was flying over public bridges and, public areas, okay? So, it was not, he's not destroying the park atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Here, guys, I'm just switching over. I didn't watch I got to about the 6-minute mark in Ken Dono's video, totally knowing, okay, where that was going. I think Ken went overboard, Dino, saying, yeah, I will fight you. I will be violent, what the hell is that going to do? Where is that going? Dude, Ken, you got kids, right? Okay. You do things that embarrass yourself or embarrass your kids. You're not going to fight anybody. You're not going to freaking be violent. You're not going to embarrass your family because of somebody that's an idiot. Okay, so I don't believe you're going to do that. So don't say stuff like that either. I didn't like that. I thought, getting, I will wring your neck, kind of thing. If you destroy my business, no, you won't, because he'll sue you if you punch him. And, there's another fun, you guys, I know about the law. I know about lawsuits. I know about idiots. I know how you can lose your entire livelihood over a single punch. I've seen it happen where somebody thinking they're in the right punches somebody. I don't think you're going to do that anyway. I think you're going to punch him verbally. Okay. I think that's where we were going with that. So I didn't think that was very cool, but I don't think you were trying to be cool. You were trying to basically go, Ken, you're an idiot. I don't like what you did, and, because of that, I want to tell you, he's venting. Okay. So there, I think everybody kind of understood that, This is, I've been doing this long enough that I've calmed myself down. I've gotten myself in a position where I'm trying to just have fun, where I'm not going to get involved in these. I'm getting involved in this because it affects me. So when a person comes up and harasses me because I'm flying something, it affects me. And that is why Ken Dono is pissed. And that is why I am totally on his side on that. But don't go and freaking say, just, use your words, use your intellect, which you have. You're getting better and better with the words you choose and things that you're saying things that I don't even understand. Remember when you said fitment? If Ken Dono is on here, when you're fitment, I didn't know that word. And obviously that's a real word. I actually looked it up and went, holy crap. Okay. But, you're brighter than you think than you give yourself credit to be, Ken. Not do you think you are. I think you think you're pretty smart, which you are. You've been very successful doing what you're doing. And I actually admire the things that you do. So if Ken sees this, just know that I appreciate that. But you don't know me, Ken. I don't expect you to know me. You probably will never see me in your entire life. About as close as you would have ever seen me, maybe CES some year. I think I'm actually getting interested enough in what I'm doing to actually maybe go there and get on the front line of some of the stuff that's happening. Whether they care that I'm there or not. So I don't, that's so I totally understand where Ken's point is. And guys, just wait a second. I gotta quick load up my, when I'm at work doing this, I have a lot of issues because I've got filters and crap I got to deal with. So I've got to work my way around those filters. So I'm trying to get back up on but anyway, I'm trying not to lose my train of thought. Squirrel kind of going on right now. I'll give you a couple of, here's a couple of other things why I'm angry. Okay. One is Karens. I've already run into my only Karen in my life, and she made my day absolutely miserable. And but the problem with me is I understand where these people are coming from. Guys, I understand why when people get angry, okay? When people get angry, they vent, okay? And not everybody agrees with what we agree with, and not everybody likes what we like. Okay. And here, hold on. I'm back on my stream, so I'm looking for my live feed. Sorry. So, I just want to see what you guys are thinking, and when it comes to this stuff, I know, guys. I know I'm a nobody when it comes to like YouTube. I mean, I've got 8,000 followers. Who cares, right? But I'm in the drone community, and there's people that criticize me every once in a while for what I do, and I'm definitely I think about my actions, and I'm toning down my my delivery. I'm definitely going to do that. But so are there any let me get that top chat down. We go to live chat. Are there any thoughts? Okay. Are there any thoughts to this? Are you just wanting to know what my position is on But yeah, guys, if you want to give a thumbs up out of this is one of those ones where the thumbs up today doesn't really matter. Okay. I'd appreciate it, but if you don't do it, that's okay. I just want you to hear my position and maybe comment as to where you think the right is here. Okay. Because first of all, like I said, the nature of the video, the idea around it is definitely, it's edgy. Okay. And I think he used a benign idea, like, are people afraid of drones? Yeah, the hell they aren't. They are too. Not everybody. I'm not. Okay, I don't think a drone is invading my privacy. When a drone flies over, my big concern with me is my dog. That's why if you look at my thumbnail, I've got my dog Steve on there. Okay, now. This is where I'm going to get to Ken Heron's delivery of his content. Say I'm walking across the bridge, okay? I don't give a crap whether you're flying a drone or not. But my freaking dog Steve does. My dog Steve is afraid of drones. He freaks out about them. And I've been working for 5 years now, drone away from Steve, because when I first started doing this, I found out it triggered him and he hurts himself. So he will spin around, he will jump, he will go crazy when he sees a drone. Okay. So say I'm the pedestrian walking across the bridge and I'm surprised by your drone. You know what my dog Steve will do if he is surprised by your drone? He will kill it. He will attack it, and he will try to defend me from it. That's what Steve does, okay? So that's one thing that bugs me about the video. And what, so say I was on my, me and my wife were walking, and we happen to be taking my dog for a walk. There are a lot of animals that are freaking, they don't like it. It's like 4th of July, My dog is like literally in pain and suffering during the 4th because of fireworks. Once again, stuff in the air, right? And then in the state of Utah, where I live, we have the 24th of July, which follows it. So I have to go through this again with him. And then New Year's Eve. And then along comes Ken Heron flying a drone, freaking out my drone. I mean, so that's where, to me, where the harassment is. And that's where you get people where they're triggered by different things. Now, could I control Steve and could I calm him? Yeah, I can. I can do that. I've been around him enough, and I'm trying to get him used to it, where he can live in this world where we're going to have, electronics and stuff around. So it says, I shouldn't have tried to piss people off. Yeah, screeching. Yeah, so that's one thing. Didn't intentionally try to irritate people when flying. Yeah, that's an opinion. That's an opinion. Yeah. I'm trying to think of where because there's a lot of people that love Ken Heron. I think this was something. I think he could do other things more creatively. I like a lot of some of the testing he does, just for goofy things he does to show. He's got a very unique way of figuring out ways of showing things that he can do. So he's got a tool chest of really good things that he can do. Okay. He's very, like I said, he's very talented. To me, I always appreciate talent because I don't feel like I could. Sometimes I look at what people do on the internet, especially in the drone hobby. I appreciate the people that are really good at doing just simple reviews. I'm like, I can't do anything that simple. I'm a complex person. I can't just go and just read off a spec sheet and make a short video. I don't have that much. I'm squirrel, I'm everywhere. I'm a person that likes to use experience. And I think that's kind of what Heron does, is use experience. But, so that's the first thing. I think of my dog. I'm like, gosh, that would be really obnoxious, So when I'm flying, so the other day I was flying the domain, my new domain, the GetRC domain. and a person came by. I'm flying on goggles, and he's talking to me as I'm wearing the goggles, okay? And he's got like 5 kids, all right? So he's going to hit golf balls, and he's got 5 kids, which are all interested in drones, which is cool, okay? So I spend the next 5 minutes flying the domain. I just launch it and go, and I'm trying to, and I share the park with him. I avoid him. I do things to not, so I don't have an incident. He he didn't care that I had a drone, So, you got lots of those folks, which is really awesome. And we want to do is we want to keep those folks in our back pocket, because there are people that aren't like that. It only takes one, that comes in. Say I'm in the goggles and a person comes by, and the discussion starts in as, that's very obnoxious. Those aren't allowed in this park, on and on like that, which is all lies, This is the person that comes in with their dog when they're not allowed with their dog, that kind of thing. So you have to understand that. Yeah, guys, John, I know that Ken, I've been around long enough to know Ken's job. It's kind of like me. Ken spent a lot of time like at his work using, his work stuff, and I own all this gear that I'm sitting with right now, even though I'm in a public building doing the stream. Okay. But I try not to use this building. I like to do it at home. It's a lot more fun at home. But, yeah, I know that's what he does. He does publicity stunts. He's a shock jock. Yes, John, I totally understand that. I'm not, hey, John, I am not criticizing Ken for being who he is. I am criticizing him only for the fact that he doesn't really, I think he doesn't really care too much, which I think helps you fly drones a little bit more freer. But you do have to think about other people. And I know the intention of this was, hey, he's trying to validate the drone hobby. Do people really hate him and think they're all creepy? Okay, I understand the context of what he was doing, but I don't think you can make that video. I don't think you can make that video anymore, because we know there's people that are completely they're completely triggered by the hobby. And no matter what you do, no matter how much you think they're going to approve, or you could try to have them approve of what you're doing, you're not going to do that. So, anyways, to a person that I don't make my living doing this. Okay, I do not make my living doing this. I will never do that. I'm not good enough. Okay, I'm not. I don't have that drive to do this for a living. There's too much stuff that's out of my control. You know what I like to do? I like to go work and make money. I know what makes money. And let me tell you something. YouTube doesn't make money. On Friday, I'm going to show you what it takes to run a YouTube business. Okay? Because I know what these folks are going through. What Ken Heron is, I don't even know if he's actually running it as a business. I imagine he's trying to, or he is. I've never seen evidence of that, other than he's got money coming in and money going out. Ken Dono is. I mean, he's taking track. He's got to keep track of his pennies, because he's paying taxes on his business. Okay. By the way, guys, I'm not paying taxes this year on my business. I'm getting a tax deduction because it doesn't make any money. And I'm going to show you how much it doesn't make money. But it can. It can. And for those of you guys that are making money, okay, the people with 100,000 followers, 107, there's a video or two that goes good, that does well. But if you're making 5,000 view videos, pennies. You're getting pennies. If you're making videos that are earning maybe 100,000, 200,000, guys, you're making a couple $100. Okay, you have to make millions. You have to get millions of views. Hundreds of thousands of views are not going to get you paid. Okay, now what's getting people paid is other stuff, and I'll go through that list another time. So the only people making money on YouTube are YouTube. Yeah. Now, I'm bringing in an income on YouTube. Believe me, I'm going to show you the numbers. Friday. You got to see my numbers on Friday. I just got done doing my taxes, okay? I've got a spreadsheet with all of the stuff that I've done this year, and I'm welcome to share. I'll share it with you. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. I'm not going to show you my regular taxes because I pay a crap load. All you guys that have regular jobs, you're paying 10, 15 grand a year in taxes. Okay. I need a deduction. So losing a little money on YouTube is actually a good thing. The problem is I've got to turn, if I stay doing this, if I've got to be like Ken Heron and just absolutely be off the wall, I gotta turn this into an LLC. Okay. I got to turn this into a little limited liability corporation so I can get my exposure away from me, which is what's happening. So major deductions. Oh yeah. Ooh, the personality vacuum. Saw a clip of the video. Lost any of my respect for so. Once again, I am not. I just want Ken to think about, like Ken Dono, I want him to think about, what he's doing and what his talents really are. He's got some just amazing talents. I remember watching the first couple of years. I mean, he was probably doing it 2 years before me. And just watching him just kind of just his, he's used to being in the spotlight. He's a radio engineer, and he's actually got he's got a voice for radio. He's got all that going on. He still works in radio. Guys, he is not just doing YouTube. He's not making enough money. Okay. I see how he lives and what he drives. He's not earning a freaking retirement from YouTube. And I wished he could. I really wished he could. I think YouTube needs to, pay us little guys, But I think you do have to provide some kind of value. You have to provide some kind of value to the user, end user. But getting back to Ken, I think I'm not going to tell him to retract his video. I am not going to be like that. I'm not. It's because that's not my job. I am not his mother. I'm not trying to be a social conscience either. What I'm trying to do, if he ever sees this, is tell you, hey, you're really a bright guy. You've got a lot of talent. You're an interesting commentator. And you got to think about, you're probably my age, right? Ken's probably my age. We're roughly the same age. I've heard some of the things he said, and he's either a little bit younger or just a teeny bit older than me. We're talking just a year or two. Okay. So I just want him to think about, that's just, I'm doing the same thing. I got to think about, what I do. I don't think I'm harming anything, but on the other hand, I'm also not harassing anybody, but I've been accused of harassing somebody. Somebody I was watching one of my videos, they made a comment and they said, oh, there's people walking on the trail. You shouldn't harass them. As soon as I saw those people, I went right on by. I didn't loiter in front of them. I didn't bounce around in front of them. I didn't wag my freaking gimbal at them. Okay. Wagging the gimbal. There we go. That's something new for 2021, huh? Or 2022, the 21st century or 2024. Holy crap. I didn't do any of that stuff. I just flew by them because I have just as much right of being on that trail as they do in that airspace. And I've actually, when I catch myself like that, I'm like, dang it, I wish I didn't, I hope they're okay and they're not offended by that. I really do. I don't want to, I enjoy the outdoors just like they do. So, yeah, and of course, it'd be nice to have a piece of the cake, right? But YouTube, gosh, they are making some bank. They're seriously making bank. If you think about what ad revenue pennies, guys, I put up a short. I don't make shorts because I just do them just to throw one up every once in a while because shorts are annoying to make. Hey, East Coast, how you doing? Remember, this is not a rip stream on Ken Heron. This is discussing the feedback that Ken Heron was given by Ken Dono recently, who was angry about basically his livelihood being affected by behavior. Okay. And I know Ken, he's done some things too that he's probably going, okay, but he stopped doing them. He's not doing those things because he knows he can't do them and do what he does. And he's actually figuring out what he really does well, which is real estate work. And he's embellishing that part of his revenue stream. That's where he makes money. I think he could make money, promoting more products. I think he's a really great product promoter. Promote products, Don't be so edgy. Be edgy when you need to be, but be smart. Use your smarts. Use your charisma. You can use that edgy charisma and do product promotions. There's not a ton of money in that, but over time there is, there's some big players that'll catch up on, because product promotion is, they're looking for 5,000 view people. They're looking for that kind of stuff. They're looking for like volume of product promotion, not just single, they're not looking, of course it'd be great to get iJustine to promote your product, right? Or Potato Jet. But, even those guys have to still work for their cash, and most of them have other jobs. And they might even be full-time promoters or sponsored by people. So let's see. Does the yellow FEA vest deter folks from bothering? Yes, it does. And that's why I wear it. But usually, yes, wear it. I've got a yellow FAA vest and I wear it, and I think it's important. So anytime I'm going to do a flight it's going to be longer than, say, 15 minutes, okay? If I know I have to be there for a while, I get the yellow vest out. I would even suggest maybe a traffic cone, like one. I don't have one of those. Some people put down their drone pads. That's another thing that can show somebody that you're doing some kind of operation, I don't like to be like out there. I don't like people to know that I'm out there for drones. I like them to go, hey, that's a city worker. I'm going to leave them alone. Now that's really good. You want them to think you're in official capacity and that you're not going to just chill with them. That's all I'm looking for. So, yeah, any visible vest and all that is good. For all, and I do that now. Now, if I'm flying FPV, I don't want people around me at all. I don't want anybody around. I try to find a place where there's nobody standing. Like yesterday, or 2 days ago, I was flying the Domain, and a guy came up with his kids, and he was just going to hit the golf ball around the park, and his kids were playing, they were playing soccer. So I had to change where I flew. And I didn't buzz him. I didn't buzz his kids. His kids were waving, they're excited. And there was softball games going on. I didn't fly over the softball game. There's a trail that goes there. I don't fly, close to people on the trail. I do my own thing. And there's plenty of places to go where there's no people. So anyway, so Ken here, let's get to, guys, I got to get out of here. It's 30 minutes. I think that's what I was going to do. I got things to do. I got to go pick up my wife. She's actually coming back into town. I've been kind of bacheloring it for the last couple of days. I wanted to fly my drone. I don't know if I'll be able to fly it because it's getting too late. So that kind of sucks. Looks like tomorrow is going to be my flying day. But it might rain tomorrow. But getting back to the video, Ken, the video sucks. Pull it down. I'll down thumb it. Whatever, you get all the reactions you want. I'm not even gonna down thumb it because I understand that you were just trying to get a video that do you like drones? How about just going up and asking people, show them it, because that's how Karen attacked me. I was attacked by Karen. I had no drone in the air. I was holding it in my hand, and she came up to me and said, I hate those things. That's all you need. Just get a drone next to somebody that hates them, and they'll tell you. You don't have to fly it, okay? If you fly it next to people that hate them, they'll tell you too. Okay, they'll throw things at you, but most people won't. And that's a good thing, right? So I think this video sucks. I think he needs to take it down. I think for his own good, not for me. I don't care. You can leave it up. Okay. See how long people, nobody's going to sue you. None of those people are going to care. I think what will happen though is the laws are going to tighten up, and that's what sucks. What sucks is it is quite possible that after this year, I might never fly a drone ever again, depending on where all this overregulation of the hobby goes. This hobby is so freaking micromanaged right now and overregulated, but there's the good thing right now is there's no regulators. There's no people on the ground looking for you. They got too many things going on. But that's gonna, that world is gonna end soon. So hey, thank you for popping in. Have a great night, okay? But I think I'm just gonna stop there. This, like I said, Ken, do what you want. Ken Dono, chill, because there's nothing you can be angry about that's gonna change Ken Heron. Just tell him. Okay, he's like a child, just tell him. Be serious. Ken, this is a Ken to Ken. I think that was not helpful. I think that kind of stuff is not good for our hobby. I think that, and this is not, you're going to do what you're going to do, but what I'm going to do is like you said, I'm going to distance myself from you. And that's kind of what I have to do sometimes with things. So, all right, hey, good night. So anyway, hey, thank you guys for popping in. I really appreciate it. This is a stream, guys. This is a stream that I'm hoping is going to create some conversation. It's going to create the right kind of conversation. It might put pressure on, people to maybe think a little bit before they do crazy stunts, because there's really not a lot of crazy stunts going on. Very few. And the only one we've seen in the last 5 years, maybe, okay, is the stuff that Mr. Heron does, he's obviously doesn't mind that kind of attention, which is fine, Like I said, I will watch it. I'll here's a Ken Heron video. I'll watch it a little bit and I'm like, oh, not interested in watching that. So you don't. He doesn't watch my stuff. There's no way he watches my stuff. But the stuff he does, there's no way he cares about what I do. Not one bit. I don't do anything edgy anymore. I'm not edgy. I like to look at beautiful scenery. I like to enjoy the outdoors, So, all righty, guys. If you do have a chance, please hit the thumb. If you're getting in the stream at this time, this has to do with the video that was put up by recently by creator Ken Heron and the reaction to that video by Ken Dono, original Dobo. So that's the discussion going back and forth. I'm sure it'll turn into a live stream. Somebody's going to talk to somebody. Hopefully I don't think they have to. I think, to me, the answer for Ken Dono is just write it off. Okay? You keep calling him your friend. So if he's your friend, he's your friend. And if he's your friend and he's being an idiot, write him off. Hanging out with idiots only gets you just as dumb as they are, But like I said, sometimes I do things, and I've done things that some people question me. But my stuff is freaking benign compared to that. I would not go out, harass people, and just whether you think people are being harassed or not, you're making that judgment before you're because he's going there. Listen to what he says. He says, let's see if this person reacts. Let's fly next to him. Most people know a drone is it's a piece of plastic in electronics, So, all right. So anyway, if you do have a chance to check this stream out, then you see it in, like I said, once again, this stream is based on the give and take that happened between Ken and here. I think I have one more image. Here, I can put this up. This is just an image. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I don't need to. But the thumbnail already says it all. Okay. But that was the reaction that went on between those two, and my thoughts on that. So, yeah, what is your thought? That's my thumbnail, by the way, right there. And yeah, I used Dobo's likeness. He can put it on there. I don't have to ask him for permission. He can put that. He can say, "I'm not using it to tell him he's an idiot. I'm not using it to make fun of him. I'm not using it. I'm not gonna gain anything from this, other than maybe, hopefully, they're thinking and listening to some of these. This is my comment section. So all of you guys have videos on your comment section. This is my comment section. I'm a YouTuber, and I'm going to comment on your behavior, on what you say. Okay, you call him out on the stream saying, "Hey, I'm going to kick your bear," if I'm on your stream. You're going to kick his ass verbally, right? You can't kick his ass on the stream, okay, because you can't physically touch him. And I don't think you do that anyway. On the other hand, both of you guys are freaking, I mean, Ken, you're a freaking bright person. You've got a really good business going on. I think, crap, you got you also get your Etsy business, which is amazing too. I'm jealous of your Etsy business, really. I'm very jealous of that. That would be something that I would love to do. I'm like a methodical kind of person that would like to do stuff like that. I would get into the process, and just even if it made pennies. But anyway, that's my thought on that. And Ken Heron, he needs to. I do think he needs to get rid of that video. I think the video is. He'll keep it up. It's going to get clicks and likes, and it's going to be very controversial. It'll probably get, I don't know, couple 100,000 views, maybe. I wouldn't doubt. That'll make him a total of $300, guys. Is $300 worth it? Your bill's that bad. I would get a second job before I do that, even though this is probably your second or third job. So, but anyway, guys, we can get along. These are my thoughts. I think Ken Donald's reaction was justified. Okay, I'm going to keep saying that. Ken Donald's action, Ken 1 and Ken 2. Ken 2 is the reactor. Ken 1 is the guy that instigated the reaction. Okay, Ken 2. Yes, he's justified in saying, "Hey, you're messing with my livelihood. I go out to these places, I get harassed by people because all I'm doing is taking pictures of something that I make money doing." Okay, and Heron is completely doing it to I guess make a living as well. But his living is, I think, return to radio again. I think he found out that he needed to supplement his income because YouTube is not always the greatest moneymaker. And Ken is looking for clicks and likes, He's looking for comments. He's looking for people just to look at his content. And they're going to look at this for sure. But he is adding to some of the problem. And I am not, I am looking at my position on all these issues, and when it comes to drones, I've got to basically curb my behavior, and everybody's behavior has to freaking curve basically. Has to. Hey Dan, go watch the videos, okay? Dan, yeah. So. Hey Dan, yawn. Okay, you go check it out. You can go and do a little trolling over there. But Ken Heron did a video. Go watch his video. The video is he's trying to see if people hate drones. So he's basically harassing people with the Nevada. Okay, he's flying around. Those things are annoying and loud. Okay, Ken Dono replied, if you're trying to get this for the first time, Ken Donald replied that he is being an idiot and he's screwing with his livelihood, and which he kind of is, because by making drones a obnoxious thing, it creates more problems in the community at times. So that's what's going on. So, and I'm just basically commenting on those two butting heads. Remember the Ken Heron build a drone reviewer freaking thing that came up? You know, remember that old, thing? Oh. So anyway, whether you texted him or not, great. Okay. I don't, so. Okay, good, great. So yawn, you're saying, okay, so your yawn is based on what? Based on your lack of interest in it? Because is this, because you're not an edgy, Dan, you're not edgy at all. So I'm not edgy. I'm not edgy whatsoever. I'm just reacting to both of these guys commenting publicly on this idea or this issue. So anyway, guys, my life is too short. I have almost an hour into this freaking stream, and it's annoying to me. I wanted to fly drones today. I didn't want to deal with this garbage, okay? But I'm going to deal with it because it's garbage. And that's what we bought into when we did YouTube, right? We bought into garbage and being involved in garbage. So, no, Dan, I'm good with that. I'm just saying it's a waste of my life. But no, I'm not. You're friends with those guys. You've actually talked to them. I don't want to talk to them. I would live a long and healthy life. Okay, if I never talked to anybody in the drone world is making fame from it or whatever the hell they're doing. So, I think, like I said, I think Ken Dono has got an issue, okay, with this, and he's voicing it. I think he goes to extreme when he voiced it. And then I think that Ken Heron he's just laughing his ass off right now, thinking this is funny as crap. The reality is Ken Heron is wrong for what he's doing. He knows it. He doesn't care. Ken Dono is well within his rights. Yeah. So that's it, right? Done deal. Okay. I knew Dan, I knew you'd come to this position because you're usually pretty logical, right? I think that you're the fact that you've been chased out of the drone space because of all the garbage that we have to deal with is part of that. You're part of the casualties of the drone world. I mean, you love drones, and now you've become a casualty. I mean, you fly when you want now, and you keep it on the down low, which is where I'm probably going to go. So I'll be on the down low within a year. I can imagine. We'll see. We'll see if I can stay within this. I've been doing this. I'm on like year 6 now, and so no. I think your opinion matters. Since you knew these guys way back when we're talking 7 years ago. Yeah, I think Ken's going to get in trouble. To be quite honest, I think you can only snub authority for so long until they decide that it's time to go after you. I don't think there's enough people active right now in the enforcement of these policies and things. I think that Tennessee, where he lives, is pretty benign. I think so. Yeah. So no, I'm glad you popped in, Dan. So I really am. I'm really, you got me in the middle of part of a rant I was trying to end the stream, and then you kind of came in and I didn't understand, what you were getting at. But comments are comments, right? But so I think we're on the same page. But Ken thinks it's satire. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't, when I saw the people he was annoying them. He was being an annoying brat. He was doing what a kid would do. If I were to give a drone to a bunch of 13-year-olds that were not told anything about how drones are supposed to be used, that's what they would do with it. They would go and annoy people. They would go to girls, you know, and annoy them. They would take pictures, inappropriate pictures of people in inappropriate moments. That's the kind of crap. That's not satire. It's just stupid. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see if he actually gets humbled here, because he's usually a leader. You know, he's usually a world leader in drone behavior, I guess. So good. Hey, Dan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, because everything that you're basically posting in here, I'm always worried, because there are people that are going to back this behavior up. There are some people that'll go, you know what? The world is overregulated. You know, we need to laugh about crap, you know. We need to be, we need to take life less seriously, that kind of stuff. I can understand that position as well. So anyways. Yeah, thanks. Like I said, thanks again, Dan. I appreciate you popping in. You actually popped in at the perfect time, because I'm going to close the stream right now, and I think that this is a good closing moment. So it is a good closing. Here, let me put that. Let's see. Can I post that up there? Let's see. That's the last little bit here. Let me just, I have very limited ability at some of the things I can do here. That's right there is the last part of that's the last part of the comment stream from Dan Drone Worship right there. AKA I fix shiz. Okay, shit. I can say shit. Right there. So, right. And I think he makes some good points there. So I suggest you read the end of that stream, of the stream comments. I think he gets, because he does communicate with these guys. He's known these folks. He's a resident of Florida, and he's been in Ken's presence. I have not been in either Ken's presence. I do take back the fact that I wouldn't mind running into Ken Dono. I think he'd be a really decent dude to hang out with, and I think he's doing the right things. I think he's making some decisions right now that are good for him, and I think he's making decisions that are really, he's becoming successful making. So, and I applaud that. So I applaud that behavior. I applaud that, as much as that's worth, right? As much as my 2 cents basically come into play. Yes, it is. I call it the video. It is the video, okay? It is the video, the official video of controversy. And I think I'm out of here, right? I got to go to eat. So I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for popping in. If you can, hit the thumbs up or thumbs down. Please comment. I don't care. Okay. Comment. What do you think? Do you think, obviously I think if you're a reasonable thinker, you're going to look at that video and be kind of annoyed by it. It is annoying. It's more annoying than anything, for sure. That's the way I look at it. And I'm not easily annoyed. You can't, it takes a lot to annoy me. I'm out of here. Bye. We'll take it easy. Okay. Let's see, because I sent you some screenshots between me and Ken, if you should read them. Thank you. I would actually put them up if you didn't mind putting them up. I just don't have, let's see, what do you got here? Oh, good. Let's see if I can get those. I don't know if I can get those. Let's see. I won't share them. I want to read them. I could share them on Friday. Okay. I'm going to do an addendum to this on Friday, because Friday is when I usually do my live, and I'm, my fun stream. So I've got some fun stuff to go over on that. So yes, I'm going to read those. I did get those, by the way. I've got them. So thank you. I appreciate the information and the thought, because I am interested. I want both of these characters to stay around. I want Ken Dono. I don't want Ken Dono to just disappear from YouTube. Okay. It bugged me enough when you left the drone space. I'm like, damn, this sucks. It's not as fun. And then Ken Heron, you know, he's just Ken Heron. So, all right, I'm out of here. Thank you. I've been trying to get out of here for a second. Later. Bye. Okay. Check it out. Comment, like, dislike, whatever you need to do. Okay. Okay. The video. What are your thoughts?